welcome to MaiMoments, the best channel for makeup and hair tutorial and also products review. Today we are going to do something fun and exciting such as TikTok utensil hack. Yes, you heard me, we are going to use spoon, fork, chopstick, knife. I'm just joking, there's only going to be spoon and fork, so let's get started. So the first hack is reduce puffy eye. What you want to do is using 2 middle spoon, place it in the freezer. Only 5 minutes, it is freaking cold. What you want to do now is if you are scooping something and you want to place it outward and then place it on top of your eyes. Oh my god, that is so nice. Ooh. As weird as this sounds, but this is very relaxing. It is very cold and instantly your body is like drawn to it. It's really weird feeling, but it's very nice sensations. This is my first time trying it and I thought it was super weird, but you should try yourself because it is really nice. If you want your spoon to remain cool to the touch and also long lasting, I do recommend to place it overnight. This is going to help the spoon stay cool longer. Another method to minimize under your eyes is to apply a cold middle spoon to your under eyes for a few minutes. You want to sweep in the motions of starting in the inner corner eyes and gradually outward and up. You want to having a nice massage and also pulling everything back and also helping it depuff. The only hack that I knew about spoon is not even in beauty hack. It's when I was in high school, there was this girl who had a really bad hickey on her neck and then she was trying to cover it. She's like, I'm gonna get in trouble with my mom. So she's like, hey Mike, can you help me? And I was like, how can I help you? She's like, here's the spoon. And I was like, what do I do with the spoon? And then she's like, oh, place it and rub it down. And I was like, what? Does that work? And she's like, yeah, it's keep your blood flowing. And I was like, oh, so I think this is like kind of the same method as you over here applying the spoon into your eyes so the blood will keep flowing so the depuff will go away. I think that's how it works. I don't know. But technically it feels really nice. And for my eyes, I don't really get puffy eye. I do get dark circle. So if you are trying this hack, definitely let me know. But I really like how it feels on my skin. The next hack is using a spoon to help you fill in your eyebrows. Let's watch this TikTok. Okay, so she shaved off her ends of her eyebrows. And then she's just going to use the angle of the spoon to help her fill it in. Okay, I'm going to try my best. Oh my goodness. Okay. So first of all, everybody's eyebrow is different. So as you can see that she angled this way. Well, I don't want a straight eyebrows. I don't look good with it. So I'm just going to angle on the edge where the highest point of my eyebrows usually lay, and I'm just going to trace it out. Okay, maybe. And then she fill it in the bottom and then she fill on the top. Okay, so I can see where this is going. It's basically like giving you the arch up here and then help you to trace it out. But seriously, you don't really need this step in order to help you. So I feel like this will be the highest point of my eyebrows and this will be the end. So I'm just going to angle the end first. And then I'm going to try to have a guidance on here will be the highest point of my eyebrows. So basically I'm using the same method as creating an outline, trace it out, and fill it in. So my thought and second hack is definitely ridiculous. It's unnecessary, you don't need it, and you can live without it. So moving on to the next one. So the next hack is creating a perfect crease line with a spoon. So here is the video that I got inspired by. I'm just basically fill in the base and later on I'm going to place the spoon on top and trace it with a darker colors. It looked pretty boring with only one color, so I decided to add a darker colors at the outer corner of my eyes. So I'm going to use a smaller spoon that fit for my eyes and I'm going to place it in the corner of my eyes. Like this. So apparently I have a really hard time of where I should placing the spoon to create a perfect crease line. This is so freaking hard. Can't see anything. Like, I'm basically covering my sight and I'm blind as a bat. And just covering my one eye is like the worst decision ever. Maybe I have a better luck on this side, so I'm just going to do the same method. And the point of doing makeup is that you can see what you're doing, and then just covering with a freaking spoon, you can't see anything. Like, whenever I'm tracing out this, I don't know if I target the edge right. Do I have enough colors? There's no way to figure out until you take it off. I'm just going to give this a second try. Sometimes you just have to be patient and try again if the first time failed. I'm just going to blend in as much as I could. And then blending it in the outer corner. This is really hard. I got really lucky this time that is, look, kind of even. Okay, so what I'm doing here is trying to blend out the shade. As you can see, there's some missing part right here, because first of all, whenever you go in with a spoon, try to cover that part. So if you pick up too much products, you can't see, and if it's not enough, you can't see either. So whenever you take the spoon out, now you want to blend, there's some empty spot and there's some like really patchy spot. Well, because you can't see, first of all. So I mean, that's a downturn to using this technique. 3 minutes in order to blend it well, and I'm still blending it to fix the mistake of previously, and this take longer than if I just go ahead and apply it without the spoon. I think that's much easier. Okay, I tried to fix this situations, but it is definitely a fail. I would not recommend this to you guys. So the next hack is using a spoon to create a perfect wing liner. So what you want to do is placing it in along the edge of your eyes to create that natural form of wing line. So I'm going to hold it with my left hand and draw it with my right. So I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner to be more effective and precise, but apparently the liquid eyeliners that I chose today, it was horrible and also was really hard to use. And I'm also going to line the spoon on the edge where the mid of my eyelid to meet the end of the wing line. And voila! You see, you have a perfect edge already. To get to this point where you can see the eyeliner is bright and colorful, it did take me a while and I had to layer it 4 times. This is my first time ever trying the Sephora eyeliners. I do like the colors, but I think the product is not that good because there's like clumps. It's not smooth at all. It was really hard to draw on, and when it's dry, I want to go in another layer on top of it just to make the color more vibrant. And as I'm doing that, I'm scraping off the previous color. It's very kind of confusing. So this wing liner technique using a spoon does work, but unfortunately my eyeliner is not cooperating, and this is a pretty bad eyeliner. I would not recommend you to use it. It's have amazing colors for retro and whenever you go to the festival and all that, because you want a cool funky colors. But first of all, you have to be aware that it's not going to be easy as you see whenever you are applying it, and it's not consistent. Can you see this? Okay, I'm going to try it again. So I really need to press on like crazy in order for the ink to come out. So the next hack is to use a spoon to curl your eyelashes. So what I'm going to do is using this spoon and dip in this warm water right here and wait for a second for the spoon to be heated up, and then I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Who knows if this method going to work or not, and especially my eyelashes is extremely little, so this is going to be extra challenging. If you did not know me by now, my eyelashes is extremely short. Why? Because my mom cut them when I was little and she thought that method is going to grow back. Unfortunately, it did not. So this is what I left off with, little tiny eyelashes. Even I have trouble just curl my eyelashes with a normal curler. Who knows if this is going to work? trying to take off all the water. And then they just tell me to press it on, I think like this.
Disclaimer, I should have watched the videos and pay more attention. Apparently the placement of my spoon is incorrect. It's supposed to be facing the other way.
Ow, that kind of hurt. Because they say that press it on and try to curl it up, you know? Okay, I can see it's working. I can see it a little bit working, you guys. If you have a longer eyelashes than me, definitely it's gonna work. You know, I can see that this method does work, especially if you don't have a, you know, eye curler. You have to use this as a backup. This is not a really bad idea, but for me, I'd rather just wear false eyelashes. Like seriously, it's just my personal choice because this eyelashes can't go anywhere but just stay where it is. So after you curl your eyelashes, right away you have to apply mascara for the curl to stay, which leads me to the next hack is that keep eyelid clean from mascara. What you want to do is using this mascara, whatever mascara you're using, and placing this right on top of your eyelashes like this, and then apply.
I really like this method, especially for my little tiny eyelashes. I always get above my eyelid and it's just absolutely annoying. So using this method here does really save time instead of having to clean after my mascara. Once again, if you are trying this method on the bottom lid, I recommend you to switch the positions of the spoon to actually facing the other way, which really helps to target every string of hair.
So the next hack that I saw on TikTok, which is really weird, is blending foundations with a spoon. So forget about blending brushes. We are going to use with a spoon. Oh my goodness, this can turn out a disaster. Okay, so I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Foundation Focus. Since this color is a little bit darker than my skin tone, what I'm going to do is using this Conceal and Refine in the color basically white. And I'm just going to place on the side and I'm going to mix it all together.
So I'm going to try my hardest to blend it out and also creating a natural looking instead of cakey or too thick. So your method here, you want to spread out evenly, just like if you're making peanut butter and jelly.
Talk about applying too much products. Oh my gosh. Who thought of this hack? Like, why would you apply with a spoon? Oh my gosh. Hello to not blending, extremely streaky, patchy, and sticky. Like, I'm over here trying to beat up my face using this product. Like, boom, boom, boom. Oh no, you guys should not use this. I'm over here trying to blend it out. It will not blend at all because it's all dried up and I look a mess. This is how I look. Like, no girl, it's way better just to blend with your fingers. Mic drop. So what I'm going to do is just use a beauty sponge to blend this mess together because it's just crazy. I'll be right back. So that took a pretty long time just to try to fix the hack that definitely take forever. So the next hack is using the spoon to contour your face. This could come out really wrong. Oh my gosh. Let's see it. You never know until you try, right? What I'm going to do is placing a spoon like this, and then I'm going to blend on top of it.
This is a really great method whenever you are trying to draw a perfect draw line and you don't want the color to be everywhere.
Maybe I add too much colors because it looks intense. Okay, there we go. Let's create a perfect line. What I'm going to do next is trying to blend in that harsh line and also right in this area. Just want to blend in nicely, creating that natural fake tan and how the sun is going to cast on my face.
I would say that this method does work, but just be aware you don't want to add too much bronzers in one time. Just try to build it up as you go and then blend it again to take off those harsh lines. But if you ever face with a lot of bronzer, don't worry about it. Just use a wet beauty blender using a dabbing motions and it will collect all those colors that you don't want.
The second to last hack is contour your nose with a fork. Oh my gosh, this could go absolutely wrong. So in that video, she probably used this kind of fork because her nose is tall and small. It's not going to be a great size for mine because my nose is kind of big and obnoxious. So I'm going to use the mother of all fork and hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, I'm going to place it right here.
With the brushes, I'm going to apply on the side, creating a fake nose bridge on the outer left and the outer right of the fork.
If this technique works, I'm probably going to use it.
And for the middle, I'm going to use a concealer and look at that. And now it is the series of blending. It took me forever just to blend those harsh lines out, probably like 10 minutes. I would say it's not worth it. So if I'm going to use this method again, I'm just going to kind of create out an outline just for the guidance, but then later on I will definitely blend it in with the bronzers without the fork. And I'm going to add some translucent powder along the bridge just to going to make it brighter and taller. This is going to make illusions that my nose is taller. Now I'm going to apply translucent powders on the side of the bridge. This is going to make illusions that my nose is going to be taller and slimmer. And adding highlight in the middle is going to create a even taller bridge and it's really reflective and beautiful. I really like this technique. The last hack is fix broken highlight with a spoon. So here is the palette that unfortunately it is broken. Now what I'm going to do is using a piece of paper and fold it like 3 or 4 times in order for it to have a good strength for me to pour the highlighters on there so I can pour back to the palette. And I'm going to use the back of the spoon to break down the eyeshadows or a highlighter just to make sure that it's going to be even consistent. Then adding some rubbing alcohol, a lot of on there, and then press it down either with your hand or a spoon. Before that, you definitely want to mix it and really saturate the minerals with all the solutions, and then eventually it will able to form into a solid eyeshadows, or in this case highlighters. Now with all the products blended, I'm going to use the edge of the spoon to press the product down and it's going to stay in a perfect form like this. Keep doing this until you are satisfied. And there you go, good as new. You don't have to buy another one if we can able to fix it.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you ever tried this hack and it worked for you, definitely comment down below because I'd love to know. There's another 2 videos waiting for you to click. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for more notification, and be part of the family because I love for you to tune in. As always, love yourself, stay motivated, peace out.